name's Ruth. I'm the regional membership manager and placement specialist.
I am Amanda, and I'm the product program and retail specialist.
I am Christine Ortman, and I am a data analyst for our council.
I'm Kenzie. I'm a grant proposal specialist.
I'm Allison, and I'm a development specialist.
Hi, my name's Journey. I'm a membership specialist covering Saginaw and Gratiot counties.
Hi, I'm Kevin Kenny. I'm an IT specialist and co-regional manager.
My name's Alana, and I'm a membership specialist here at Girl Scouts Heart of Michigan.
Hey, good morning. My name's Jessie. I'm with our fund development department. I'm a grant specialist.
There, and I'm the membership specialist for Huron and Tuscola counties.
I'm a volunteer. My name is Graham, and I'm the chairperson of the Member Advisory Committee and the Gold.
One of the members, that's one of the key members for the video, got delayed. I don't know what it was, traffic or something, but anyway, it's going to start pretty soon. We had planned on doing this a little earlier, so we appreciate your patience. Good morning again, everyone. Renee and I are here to lead us all in the promise and the Girl Scout law. If you'll rise, please. On my
Honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law.
Girl Scouts, where girls grow strong. The Girl Scout law. I will do my best,
To be honest, fair, friendly and helpful, brave and caring, courageous, strong, responsible for what I say and do, and to respect myself and others, to respect authority, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister to every Girl Scout.
Thank you all. I think the program is going to be starting shortly. Of course, we've been saying that for a while, so let's hope this time it's really true. Oh, here it is right on the screen. That's great. Thank you.
Good morning. Oh. Good morning, Girl Scouts. How about that? Good morning, Girl Scouts. How's everybody doing today? Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so excited to kick off our new Girl Scout year with all of you today. So we wanted to give an overview of what our agenda is going to look like today. We'll have a welcome from our CEO. We'll hear updates from all of our departments. And then we will have time for questions at the end. So without further ado, it's my honor to introduce our CEO, Jan Barker.
Thank you, Brenna. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hope you can hear out there in our 4 other locations. It's a technological magic that we're able to do this. I want to thank everyone for coming, and I want to share a little story before realignment and when we were really trying to understand what girls need. I'm going to share a story from the time that Pat Brasher, our board chair at the time, and myself talked to 4,000 girls. It took us 4 years to talk to 4,000 girls across our footprint. And I want to share a little bit about what we discovered. So what is it that we think Girl Scouts find in Girl Scouting? What is it that girls love, and what do they take with them for the rest of their life? What do they think of Girl Scouts? And without exception, we heard from all kinds of girls across our footprint. And it didn't matter where they lived, what school they went to, how much money their family had. They told us all the same things. And that's why we're here today. Aren't they the cutest? So what did they tell us? Who's curious about what they told us? Yes. Here's what they said. They said, in Girl Scouting, I leap. I have a chance to soar. Girl Scouting makes me feel like I can fly and do things and see things and experience things that I wouldn't any other way. Girl Scouting helps me jump into experiences that I might not normally jump in, and it helps me soar. Hence, you'll see on the staff today that our theme for this year It has to do with cranes. So you will find in your packet that there's the legend of the crane is in your packet. And we really wanted to take home the girl's voice this morning and throughout the Girl Scout year, that Girl Scouting makes Are we good? So in many cultures, the crane, and you have instructions in your bag on how to make paper cranes. And we have oftentimes during thinking day, we have troops that take on origami and do paper craning. In many cultures, it's a symbol of youth and happiness and peace. And they are great soarers. So truly, Girl Scouts helps girls soar. Many of you may have read the book by Sadako Sasaki, The Legend of a Thousand Cranes. So you'll see that her quote's on the back of our shirt. And I have some news for you that these shirts will be available in our fabulous retail shops across our council for you to purchase. And on the back, it says, I will write peace on your wings and you will fly all over the world. She was a small girl who sadly passed away. And her quest was to fold 1,000 cranes. And so even today, in a small city in Japan, people will fold cranes and bring it to her memorial as a sign that we can all together make peace happen. So that's a little bit about why we have the cranes, because we wanted to honor the girls' voices. We wanted to honor how they translate Girl Scouting. So the other thing that I wanted to share with you is we had a chance to all say the Girl Scout law. And I'm impressed because we didn't have any cues. And everyone knew the law. And for many of the girls, they told us that this is where their value set came from for them. That they didn't have a family that talked about these things, but their Girl Scout leader talked about these things. So I wanted to talk a little bit about something that we don't talk about very often. It's hidden in our facilities. It's also hidden in, and hopefully not so hidden in our culture, the culture that the staff and our incredible volunteers have created. And so girls told us that when it comes to Girl Scouts, there were a few laws that really stuck out. Because here's the story. This is a wonderful story. When we did renovations and when we built the building in Kalamazoo, when I was the CEO for Girl Scouts of Glowing Embers, we just served Southwest Michigan. So we needed a place where girls could gather, come together, be sisters to every Girl Scout. And I said to the board when we had 200 girls in the room and said, wouldn't it be wonderful if the girls could tell us how we should build every building in Glowing Embers? And now we transfer that to Girl Scouts Heart of Michigan. And I had several board people said, hope you're going to have that dialogue because the girls will not be able to tell us that. Well, what do you think? The girls told us that there are ways to make a space friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, and a place that can be a sister to every Girl Scout especially. These are the parts of the promise that they really focused on. So how did we do that? And how do we continue to do this? Because I want you to feel that back behind everything we do, there's a girl. And the girls told us, we need to have porches on everything because that's where we hang out. That's where we do charades. We braid each other's hair. We play silly games. We talk. We share things in an atmosphere that indeed, we might not share anywhere else because sometimes we don't talk to the girls at school. But if you notice our properties, this is the Hills, Mill Run at Wacusta, they all have porches. That has a back porch too that you can't see from the picture. They all have, this is Barb Osterman cabin. They all have porches. So girls can hang out with their leaders. The front of Barb Osterman even has a little porch. And that's in Alma. You can go there. Our adventure unit at Marywood, they all have porches because we listen to the girls. You're also going to see this roof line. Girls told us, this is not our grandma's Girl Scouts. We want it to be bold. We want, because Girl Scouts has helped us reach for the stars, reach for things we never thought we would reach for. So you'll see that the ceilings are high. And the other thing they told us when I asked, well, how can a building make you be a sister to every Girl Scout? Well, you got the porch thing, because I was old and they were like, you got it, right? Well, we also, that at Camp Linden, we have a space where 2 troops can be in there at the same time because the kitchens are side by side. It's in our wonderful troop house. We also have it at Harriet Hall at Camp Marywood. 2 troops can be side by side and learn how to share and be with one another, meet other girls in this shared space. So that units were designed to be shared by numerous troops and to share. This is our adventure unit at Marywood, also shared kitchen space. And more boardwalks, more porches, and more gorgeous, amazing girls. And big, bold, sky-reaching roof lines by design, very intentionally. Where are those other places where girls can be sisters to every Girl Scout? Around a campfire with 50 girls. 99 of your new best friends. There is not another place that does this. It's Girl Scouts. Our Gaga pit at Camp Linden, girls flock to this space. It's a space for them to be a sister to every other Girl Scout. And we have more of those spaces and more of those experiences. A trail designed so 2 or 3 girls can walk side by side because there's magic when you talk to each other shoulder to shoulder. In Girl Scouts, we intentionally make that happen. So these are things that you might have blinked and missed, but I wanted to point them out, how very special they are. The campfire at Linden, what a beautiful setting. So I encourage all of you to experience the wonders of our fabulous properties, because for girls, it's more than a fireplace. It's more than a porch. It's a sisterhood. It's friends and caring. It's fun and friendship. They also told us that Girl Scouting made them courageous and strong, because we know as leaders that girls that are in Girl Scouting have a huge advantage over non-Girl Scouts. They try things that they conquer their fears. They have encouraging, amazing adults like you that help them learn new things that they never thought they would shoot at a bullseye or that they would ride on a horse. And so the trick with this is, to the girls, aren't they amazing? Courageous and strong. The girls said, we need tall things. Because when you're really courageous and strong, you stand up over everybody else. That's why the front of the Kalamazoo building is so bold. Because the girl said, this can't look like a little shack in the woods. That's not us. We are bold and courageous. And we are hoping this year that when we grow our troop leaders and we invite more people in, that we will indeed have the ability to give girls these amazing experiences, even it's something as simple as sleeping in a tent for the first time. How many of you can remember what the smell of a canvas tent smells like on a Girl Scout camping trip? It's a special smell. How many of you can remember the first time you paddled a canoe or a kayak and you'd never done it before? You'd never even put on a life vest before, but you made friends that helped you and taught you, and you were going to go in the canoe together and have fun and experience all kinds of friendship. The other thing that girls told us, that Girl Scouting is a place where adults in their life make them feel important. This is what you do. And to us, it doesn't look like any big deal. Sometimes it's just saying hello and calling them by name. Sometimes it's just believing that if they try, they can do anything. And to have an adult that's not their family, because how many of you have heard, oh, you're my mom, you're my dad, you have to think I'm beautiful. You have to think I'm smart. But to have an outside adult help them pursue their goals and think about the future and believe that they have a positive possible future, that's the magic of a troop leader in Girl Scouts. And girls told us, it is so important to us to have someone in my life that makes me feel important and tells me that I can make my goals and I can do anything I think I can do. That's what you do. It's magic, isn't it? Now, for a girl on the front
We can watch one more, but we don't need more sync.
I agree. For a girl on the front side or up above the Girl Scout experience, they're just having fun and making friends, right? That's what they're here for. But beneath that are the fabulous outcomes and competencies that build leadership skills, and the girls don't have a clue that we're propelling them towards a successful future. And you're the people that are building these competencies. That's why we will give you, or you will receive today, the 15 outcomes so you can hang them up in your troop area and talk to them about with the girls. And for sure the parents, because the parents think, oh, we sell cookies and we do crafts. But you know what we do? We're the largest girl leadership program in the universe. So you can point out and you can say to the girls, what did you learn on our camping trip? Which one of these outcomes do you think you learned? And tell me how. What was it? And you will be amazed at the tiny things that make a huge difference in a girl's life. So thank you, leaders who have taken the time to be here today to give all kinds of leadership skills to girls. Whether you're doing it in a traditional way, like building a campfire, or you're teaching them how to exercise, teaching them how to use a slingshot, helping them with archery. You make a bold, huge difference for the girls that we serve. And even this, you know, so many people forget, and you're going to hear a little bit more about product program, that it's not about the cookie. It's way more than a cookie. It's about the 5 skills. I can't tell you the number of women that tell me that they are the top salesman or the CEO of their corporation and they learn sales. How? Selling Girl Scout cookies. So I thank you for helping girls soar, because when girls tell us that they've been given permission, that they've been lifted up, that they've been launched, that they're soaring because you have lifted them up. And I want to thank you for that, because of you, we have girls that are ready to take on the world. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being Girl Scout leaders.
Thank you, Jan. We wanted to give a warm welcome to all of our board members who are in attendance today. So here in Kalamazoo, we have Jan Werbinski. In Lansing, we have Casey Stevenson. In Saginaw, Barb Henton. On Zoom, we have Tom Kozlikis. And last but not least, in Jackson, we have Susan Thorman, our board chair. So thank you so much to our board for all of your support and for joining us this morning. And up next, we have our membership director, Rachel Milliard. Rachel?
Good morning, Girl Scouts. Can everyone hear us in our other offices? Brent, can you give me a thumb up if you can hear me?
You sound great.
Great. So again, good morning. I'm so happy. I'm here in Ann Arbor with all our friends from this region. And thank you everyone for coming out to our regional offices, especially if you're like us facing some game day traffic. So we all know Girl Scouting is not possible without all of you. We're your staff support, but the heart of the organization are volunteers like you. Girl Scout leaders who make sure that all girls get the fundamental elements of Girl Scouting. They're coming to troop meetings. They are taking action through community service projects. They're making friends. They're going on field trips. They're young entrepreneurs. Because of you, girls get our time-tested programming. Because of you, we've been able to serve over 11,000 girls this year. 34 counties, 11,000 girls, and we are still getting girls registered right now through our extended year product. So I am so excited to say that I am positive we're going to be 15,000 members strong by the end of the year, which is September 30th. Thank you, thank you, thank you to our service unit managers. There's no way we would have been able to accomplish any of our work without our service unit managers. They're critical to the work that we all do together. Not only do they provide support to the leaders in their communities, they're making sure that everyone in their community understands the powerful advantages that girls get from Girl Scouting. If you are currently in a service unit that does not have a service unit manager, please reach out to your membership specialist to learn more about how you can lead the charge to grow Girl Scouting in your community, just like the volunteers that we have listed up here on our board. So thank you, thank you, thank you, service unit managers. We know that together we are going to soar to new heights together. We have really big goals because we do big things for girls. We have, don't click yet, Brad. Some of the ways that we are working together to soar to new heights is we have slightly reorganized the membership department. If you are a veteran volunteer, you might remember membership specialists prior to the pandemic. We ran an experiment to see if maybe there was a new way that would work better. And after 3 years, we realized, nope, membership specialists are where it's at. So every troop leader, every volunteer, every service unit manager now has a membership specialist that is there as their dedicated staff partner to help recruit and retain new volunteers and girls and families to our communities. So far together this year, this September, we volunteers, staff partners, we've covered hundreds of open houses. We have planned information and sign-up nights at every single elementary school that we can possibly get into, setting us up for success because we are ready to soar. Together, we will have at least 2,038 troop leaders. Troop leaders deliver the foundational elements of Girl Scouting. Because we know when we have troop leaders, the girls will join and fill those troops. So together we are going to serve at least 12,055 girls this membership year. How are we going to get new troop leaders? Well, I'd like you all to think about your why. Many folks know what we do. Girl Scouting, we take today's girls and we make them tomorrow's leaders. Many folks know how we do that. We get them outdoors. We get them helping in their community. We get them meeting and making new friends. We get them to be entrepreneurs, learn philanthropic ways. But do our communities know why we do that? I encourage you all just to take a pause and think about what your biggest why is. On your tables and your seats and your packets, you should have a flyer that's called Why Volunteer. And I don't know about you, but for me, I know that when I was a volunteer and even now as a staff member, I have a greater sense of purpose in my life. And because I was a Girl Scout and then a volunteer and now a staff partner, you best believe I have some major self-confidence. So look at those bullet points. See if anything resonates with you. Think about what your why is. And then think about how you're going to share that with others, to invite them into our organization so they too can get the benefits of volunteering, to share Girl Scouting with those 12,055 girls. We know that when we are leaders and volunteers and we share that with other girls, that Girl Scouts have shared, that they outpace their peers. They have confidence in themselves and their abilities. They act ethically, honestly, and responsibly. They share concern for others. They take appropriate risks. They try things, even if they might fail. It's a safe place to fail. They know they have people that care for them that's going to pick them up when they might fall down. They develop and maintain healthy relationships by communicating their feelings directly and resolving conflicts constructively. And they desire to contribute to the world in a purposeful and meaningful way. They identify problems in their community and create action plans. They're solvers. They want to help. So currently, though we are serving over 11,000 girls in our 34 communities, sadly, only 5 out of every 100 girls is a Girl Scout. Our market share, that term we use by looking at how many girls could be Girl Scouts in our 34 counties versus how many there are, only 5 out of 100. I know that together we can do the work just to get it to 6 and then 7, so that every girl knows they have a home with Girl Scouts Heart of Michigan. Every community member knows they have an opportunity to volunteer and share Girl Scouting with other girls. So how can you help? Reflect back on your why. Share it with your community members. Share it with that new caregiver that just started at the school, who has a daughter who doesn't know how to make friends. Share with that caregiver that you know has a kiddo entering kindergarten. We're also working on some new cool tactics. Brenna, would you be so kind, or whoever's running the PowerPoint, to click on Become a Troop Leader? It might not load, and that's okay. So starting this Monday, September 9th, every 7 p.m. time slot and every noon time slot, we have a new series called Becoming a Troop Leader. So we have staff partners who are going to do lunch and learns. Thank you, Bren. We're going to do lunch and learns that are just open forum. You have someone who just wants more information. They really want to know what they're going to get themselves into. They can come to our landing page, start a troop. They can learn some more information. They can hear from volunteers like you through this YouTube video, and they can sign up to talk to a staff partner to know, what am I really getting myself into? So if you know someone, know where this landing site is, give it to them. They can sign up. Even if they can't make it because their lunch hour got crazy, we're still going to reach out to them. Additionally, we have a really great opportunity this year that every new Daisy troop, kindergarten or first, or if you are in a troop that might serve multiple levels because maybe you're in a rural area, we're going to just have you focus on, the new leaders focus on fun and friendship. We're going to deliver the programming right to their front door. The markers, crayons, the scissors, all things that you're like, we have no money. We got you. Focus on the fun and friendship, and we're going to get that right to their door. Just imagine how easy it's going to be to get new Daisy leaders if we can get that right to them. Thank you, Brian. We can go back to the slide. If you have stopped by your membership table today, you're going to see our new recruitment guide. If you know someone who just needs to know a little bit more about becoming a troop leader, or you're like, oh, Jenny Jones, she would just be so great. Please take a recruitment guide and share with that person who needs to know what they're going to get out of becoming a troop leader. A big thing right now, too, is renewing. Ask your other Girl Scout sisters, are you ready for another great year of Girl Scouting? If you're tech savvy, on our website, we have a whole media toolkit. You can share images, you can repost. If you know someone's starting a new troop, have them share it out. You can come right to our website. You can see types of banners you can put on your Facebook. There's 1x1 squares if you're on Instagram. Share away. If you mindlessly scroll, takes a couple seconds just to put something up to help spread awareness in your community. And then, of course, like I said, we have our Girl Scout experience box for our newest Daisy troops and those troops that are taking Daisies. What I will leave you all with is our next ask this year. What do you wish you knew when you first started? Who did you call? Who did you text? Who did you turn to for advice? Was it your service unit manager? Was it your staff partner? Was it a Facebook group? Wouldn't it have been nice just to have one person who was dedicated to helping? So can you maybe take time once a month to have coffee with a new leader, give them a ring, send them a text, just to help them through that first year. We know when new leaders come on, it's a little cray-cray. But if they have helped that first year, they're going to be here for 3 years. And next thing you know, they're going to be watching their ambassador girls bridge to adults. So if you have the capacity, the space in your heart to just help out that newest leader, then who doesn't want to just have coffee once a month with someone, get to know them? It might be your next best friend. Reach out to your membership specialist, stop at the membership table today to say, I'm ready to become a new leader mentor. I thank you again for being with us today, for making sure that girls get Girl Scouting. And I'm excited for all of us to work together to bring in new troop leaders and serve at least 12,055 girls in the next year. From there, I'm going to turn it over to my colleague and friend, Deanna Grunick, who is with me today.
Thank you, Rachel. But before I begin, I would like to acknowledge Tricia Kramer, who is a board member present in Jackson today. Thank you, Tricia, for being with us, and I'm sorry that we missed you. So if we can give her a little round of applause, that'd be great. Thank you, Tricia. Okay, product program. What a unique fundraising experience where girls get to choose where their money goes. Where else can a girl do that? Where else can they go and say, I'm going to set this goal and this is what we're going to use the money for? As Jan mentioned earlier, there's 5 skills that the girls earn in the product program that stay with them the rest of their lives. The first being goal setting. Girls individually and as a team set their goals and create a plan to achieve them. Decision making. Girls decide how to spend their proceeds, furthering their critical thinking skills as well as their problem-solving skills. money management. Girls take orders, handle money, and gain life skills around financial literacy. People skills. Girls learn to talk to, listen to, work with all kinds of people. These experiences help them develop healthy relationships and conflict resolution skills. Then finally, business ethics. Girls are honest and responsible at every step of the program. Their business ethics reinforce the positive values they are developing as Girl Scouts. Now I'm going to take a minute to tell you about all the fun things happening in Treats and Reads this fall, in case you have not already heard. So some of the changes for the fall, we have 2 new products. We have the holiday tin that is on the order card for the deluxe con clusters, and we have a new item this fall, which hopefully you all have already tasted in your regional kickoffs, the vanilla flavored roasted pecans, and those will be direct ship only. Next up, we have magazines are back again this year, but there is a change. There's a $2.95 shipping and handling fee that they have added this year. And they have added that so that they did not have to increase the price of magazines. But there are 2 ways you can get that $2.95 waived when you order. The first being when you go to checkout, there's going to be 3 options that are going to pop up that you can add on. And if you do one of those add-ons, your $2.95 will be waived. The other way that that fee will be waived is if you purchase from one of the other vendors, like BarkBox or Churvis or our fun new vendor, which I will show you shortly. Back by popular demand are the BarkBoxes. There are 3 options this year. The first one that we had last year with the beret that was a hit, that is back. That is $19.99. The s'more stick is $23.99, and then the final one is the s'more stick with 2 badges included, and that one is $27.99. I do want to urge everyone that if you do want to order BarkBoxes, to please do those as soon as the program launches, because last year they did sell out, and when that happens this year, they will not be doing an add-on. So if you really want to do a BarkBox, do that when the girls launch on September 16th. Next up, we have a fun new product this year, and it's personalized products. So it's think stationery, picture frames. We had the opportunity to look at these when we went to the product program conference in Atlanta. It's a great product. We all received a fun pad of paper. It's great quality. It's going to be the first thing on my list to order for gifts this Christmas once we launch. Those will ship pretty quickly, and the shipping on those is $14.99. If you have not heard, we have changed up we're calling them stellar seller celebrations. So think like 600 clubs, 1,000 club. So for Treats and Reads, the stellar seller celebration is on the order card. So when your girl hits that 1250 level, she has the option to choose the event or choose Cashew Cash. And new this year, in addition to being on the order card, we are having a special event for those that earned it through Treats and Reads. We have it planned. We have the date. It is to see Elf at the Fox Theater on November 10th. It's a 1:30 showing. So your girl can choose that. And if she's unable to go, then she can choose the Cashew Cash. So this way, the girl is not missing out. She knows ahead of time and she can make that choice, right? All part of the 5-skill process. Next up as well, that is new this year, is the Double Mint Club. So girls who participate in both Treats and Reads and the cookie program, if they sell $12.50 in Treats and Reads by 10/14, 600 packages of cookies by 4/13/25, they will earn a 6-month subscription from Stock Panda. So it's a total of 12 pairs of socks. The really fun thing with this company, we met them as well in Atlanta. For every pair of socks that we purchase, they donate a pair of socks to someone in need. So really looking forward to that partnership as well. They might also be on the order card as a prize. another new item for this year. Are y'all excited about all these new things? I am. Troop reward. Troops can earn early access to council-sponsored booths. Who wouldn't love to do that? Who wouldn't love to be able to pick their booth early and not be sitting on their computer at 7 p.m. on a Wednesday trying to find a booth? So there's 3 ways that you can do that. Turn in your ACH by September 16th. Take treats and reads training by September 16th. And if your troop has a PGA average of $300 or more at the end of the selling season, which is on October 16th, you will receive a special link prior to the start date of when council-sponsored booths launch. So a week before those launch, you'll get a special link. You can go in there, choose your 3 booths, and you're good to go. You've got your 3 council-sponsored locations. You don't, a week later, have to get on there and worry about fighting to find a booth. You've secured yours. So we're really excited to see how that plays out and how everyone receives that. The last thing, I've had a lot of questions about this. We have not really talked about this yet in any of our trainings, but November election booths will be back. They will be the same as last year. They will run from, I believe it's November 5th through November 30th. It will be a 20-case preset amount. You may take less if you choose. These cookies that you check out are non-returnable, same as last year. And there will be an ACH pull on December 12th for the full amount of the cookies taken out. In addition, for the November booths, we do not have council-sponsored locations at that time. All booths need to be set up by the troop and approved by gshom. And the final caveat is you cannot contact a council-sponsored location to set up your booth. If you do that, you jeopardize our contract with them in setting up booths in cookie season starting in February. And GSUSA also has contracts as well. So you cannot contact council-sponsored locations for those booths in November. That's the end of all my fun updates for treats and reads. But I just want to circle back to the benefits of product program for girls. Girls benefit the most when they engage in active learning, when participating in hands-on, collaborative activities that allow them to make decisions about what they do and how they do it. Feeling supported and having active learning experiences means everything when it comes to long-term outcomes for girls. We hear it all the time. I still hear it when I'm out in the community. Girls love to, well, grown women love to come up and tell us how they participated in cookies and what participating in Girl Scouts and the cookie program did for them. That is the end of my product program spiel. I want to do a quick plug for retail before I hand it over to Joanna. I do not have a retail slide, but in every regional center today, you either have a retail pop-up shop or a retail store. We hope you go in and visit them. There's lots of fun things. But we also just want to remind everyone that the retail shops aren't just for Girl Scouts and volunteers, that they're open to anyone. We have lots of fun things outside of the Girl Scout merchandise as well. So remind your friends and your family to stop in and see us. We are open, in case you are unaware. We have new hours now for all of our offices. And for our retail shops, we are open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 5, with the exception of Thursdays. Every regional center, this means offices and retail shops, are open till 6:30. So those of you who have been, saying, oh, it's hard to get there, we have a late night. They started in July. They've been kind of slow. So if you can help us get the word out that we do have a late night and it is Thursday, every regional office and retail shop is open till 6:30. We will have some Saturday pop-ups coming soon, so be on the lookout for those. Look in the newsletters, look on Rallyhood. We will get those out as soon as we can. Now I am happy to pass it off to Joanna back in Kalamazoo.
morning, everybody. So I have some exciting program updates to share with y'all today. If you can move on to the next slide, please. So what we know is that through all of our Girl Scout programs, girls are more likely than their peers to participate in out-of-school activities and to engage in active learning. We know that girls grow courageous and strong through a wide variety of enriching activities such as field trips, community service projects, cultural exchanges, and so much more. Yep. So Girl Scouts sets girls up for success by engaging them in activities that are girl-led and cooperative and through hands-on processes. And engaging in active learning boosts girls' ability to develop leadership outcomes. And we know that 64% of girls who engage in active learning exhibit community problem-solving skills compared to just 16% of their peers who have not participated in this kind of learning. And we know that our world is rapidly and constantly changing, and the Girl Scout mission is more important as ever. So thank you for helping us provide our Girl Scouts with impactful experiences that enable them to thrive today and in the future. So we've listened to your feedback, and we are changing some of the things that we're offering. So if you have not yet received your latest update of the Trefoil Times in the mail, you should be getting one soon. But we've moved to a different guide that we can share our programs more on a quarterly basis. We can share more about upcoming programs, important dates, and so much more, in addition to offering more programs that are geared toward specific grade levels, covering our 4 pillars, so STEM, life skills, outdoors, and entrepreneurship. My favorite part of the Trefoil Times is the helpful information that you can find in this guide, and also it's small enough to hang on the fridge, so you can find all of your important things when you need them instead of looking through the pile that may end up sitting on the counter next to your fruit bowl like mine. So it's nice to have something like this that you can go back and look at those important details that you might need for the future. You can also check out our event calendar at all times with updated events and information about all of our programs that are coming soon. So the great news too is that we'll be continually adding programs throughout the calendar year. So that will be updated as often as we can as we get new and exciting opportunities for our girls. This also allows our adult education department to continually offer updates, trainings, and different enrichment opportunities for our volunteers and our community members and our families. So a particular event to keep an eye out soon is a cookie kickoff that we're going to be hosting at each of our regions in December, on December 7th. The program team and the product team are working really hard together for this event, and we're really excited. It's going to be an opportunity for all of our members to participate. The good news is that girls and adults alike will get to do all kinds of really fun activities while getting educational experiences. So learning how to set your goals, how to run a cookie booth. You'll be able to make posters for your cookie booth, practice some of those activities. You'll be able to take a whole bunch of fun things home with you. And so keep an eye out on our event calendar for that coming soon. All of the events are going to be wrapped up around our product program 5 skills. So you'll learn about goal setting, making decisions, money management. You'll be able to practice your people skills and also learn more about business ethics, what that means, and how to practice with each other. So keep an eye out for that on the event calendar coming on December 7th. It'll be hosted in each of our regions, and we'll have the locations for all of those coming soon. So what we also know is that Girl Scouts are twice as likely as their peers to participate in activities that shape their character and open up new worlds to them. What makes us unique is the breadth of activities that we have available to girls that boost their self-esteem, develop leadership skills, and so much more. And we recognize that it is really important for girls to be able to take on a leadership role, which often Girl Scouts do in group projects in school compared to their peers, and to continue to grow their confidence and excel while they participate in Girl Scout activities. So we have some new exciting adventures that we're going to be offering at our camp properties this coming year. So the first one that we're going to share here is called Clout Archery that will be offered at Camp Marywood starting this fall. So clout archery has its roots in medieval times when archers practiced shooting arrows over castle walls and over other obstacles. So over time, it evolved into a more popular sport among archers. And this is still practiced as a traditional sport in many parts of the world. And the fun part about this program is that it has a couple of prerequisites compared to our regular archery. So it's a little bit more advanced. It's going to be a little bit more exciting for girls who've had some experience participating in archery. So more information to come on that. This will be coming in the fall. And we have a couple of other really fun things that are happening. If you're anything like me, you're going to love recreational tree climbing. And we're going to be offering recreational tree climbing this coming spring at Camp Linden, Camp Marywood, and at Camp of the Hills. This is sure to be an awesome adventure. So go ahead and add that to your list of favorite activities that you'll be participating in camp for the coming years. As you know, we want to make sure that all of our participants are as safe as possible while taking these fun risks and enjoying the outdoors together. So because of this, our staff is working on extensive training as well as making sure all of our equipment and supplies are the most up-to-date, safe to use materials. So that will be coming this spring. And tree climbing is really fun. A little tiring also. We practiced the other day. It was a lot of fun. But also, one of the things we wanted to make sure that we had was an opportunity for us to participate in the winter. So one of the other things that we will be offering is crate stacking. So, while tree climbing would be really great in the winter time, I'm not quite ready to talk about winter yet, and all that white stuff will be on the ground. So this is a great way to participate in practicing your climbing abilities while you get ready for tree climbing. But crate stacking, and having of you just kind of stop for a second to Google what crate stacking means if you've never seen it before. It's a really fun opportunity where you'll be wearing a harness. Everyone will have helmets, and you'll be able to kind of work together as a team to stack crates while you climb up on them to see which team can get the highest number of crates stacked. So it's a great way to challenge yourself to see how many you can, or challenge your teammates and have a group activity going together. So this fall at Camp Linden, Camp Marywood, and Camp of the Hills, we'll be offering crate stacking as an indoor opportunity, as an adventure for you, your troop, your family to come out and enjoy together. So keep an eye out for that. That is coming soon. We are pretty excited about some new amazing opportunities that we have at all of our properties. And so they should be pretty fun for us to move forward in the future. And one of the last things that I wanted to talk about today is our highest awards. So Girl Scouts of the USA has offered some new updates to our bronze, silver, and gold award processes. So be sure to check out our website under each of these categories to look at the updated guides for each of these highest awards. And we do have some updates to submissions for them as well. So for the bronze award, there's a submission process on the website that you can follow. We now also have updated proposals and final submission forms for the Girl Scout Silver Award, and some more details on what that looks like. The Go Gold process, which is what we use for all of our gold awards, there are a couple of updates, and we just want to make sure that that's really clear for everyone as well. So when a girl is participating in a Girl Scout Gold Award and she is starting her proposal process, there are a few steps once she sets up her account, and you can learn more about this if you attend any one of our trainings. But the first part of this is to submit a proposal to your troop leader and your project advisor. And at that point, once the troop leader and project advisor approve these submissions, there's a second approval process that will be sent to Girl Scouts Heart of Michigan. So we won't know that you're working on your project unless you do that second submission to Girl Scouts Heart of Michigan. That lets us know that girls are working on a project and they've gotten approval from their project advisor and their troop leader or Juliet mentor, and that's what gets sent to us. So if you have a girl who's working on her gold award and she has not heard from a project mentor yet, a community member, or a committee member yet from the highest awards process, have her go back to her account, check and make sure that she is submitted to Girl Scouts Heart of Michigan, and there should be a message that says that that has been submitted to us, and then we can review that. If there are any questions, or if you're not quite sure what that looks like, feel free to contact us at awards@gshom.org. You can also contact our help desk and we'll make sure to get you in the right process. So just make sure that you're going back to the website, reviewing what those new details are. And you can also find all of our upcoming awards trainings and workshops where you can go and ask more questions and talk to the experts and the committee members that are available. And so that is all that I have for today, and I'm passing it off to my friend Matt Bates.
I was far from the podium, so sorry for the delay. So thank you so much, everybody. It's good to see everybody again. I'm Matt Bates, the Chief Finance and Property Officer. And one of the most rewarding things, aside from being the CFO of an amazing women's organization, is being a father for 3 daughters. And so that's super rewarding. You know, I'm always surprised at the people who don't know what girls go through. And I wanted to just shout out to all the other men in all of our offices that prioritize Girl Scouts and lift up girls and women. So join me in thanking them. You know, a lot of times these days, if you're for one thing, you have to be against something else, like its antithesis. And in Girl Scouts, nothing is farther from the truth. We can lift up girls and men at the same time and encourage masculinity in a healthy way. You know, my brother, who is, I think, a healthy man, said something alarming. And, you know, it was interesting to me because most people don't realize that girls, their self-esteem actually peaks in 5th grade. And for many girls, it never recovers. And when I was sharing this news with my brother, who is, you know, a girl advocate for his nieces, he said, he was like, really? He goes, what happens in 5th grade? And I'm not sure what my face looked like, but my wife did say, fix your face. So I did want to also share that, you know, Girl Scouts is a real buffer against that self-esteem decline and helps them recover that so much faster. And so I also wanted to say thank you to those volunteers and really encourage you to continue to take new girls as your girls, you know, grow older, because they do grow older fast. It's ridiculous. And she asked me to not point her out, so I'm not going to say her name, but the leader from my oldest daughter's troop is in the room. And, you know, for my daughter, meeting girls that, you know, were different than her school district, you know, that were sharing many of the same challenges, really, really helped her rebound from that self-esteem drop. And so I just wanted to say thank you to that leader who knows who she is, and then also all those other leaders who are, oh my, yeah, I can be closer to the mic. So I have my camp voice, so I was thinking I didn't need it. But I have really 2 messages aside from those big thank yous. Is the next slide, you'll see the troop finance report. So that was due July 15th. Most of you have already completed that, that report. So thank you for doing that. That really helps us get data that helps us you know, set our budget for next year, particularly around financial aid line items, and then also getting an idea of, you know, what troops are up to, what they're interested in, and what they did last year. So feel free to scan the QR code if you haven't gotten a chance to do that yet. Bookmark it, because I'm going to give you another QR code in just a second that's going to speed up your year significantly. And that next QR code is the ACH form, which is one of the 3 requirements that Deanna shared for a troop that's ready to go and gets rewarded. Get some financial incentives there, but the ACH form is required before you can take product sale training. So you want to make sure that that gets in. And what it really does is just confirms your financial information, make sure we have all the account information we need, make sure the correct contact person. So those that are getting new people involved with the product program, which we love. It really helps you out. Make sure that their name is on there, so we call them and not you, things like that. So make sure that that information is all up to date. And I know my friend and colleague Brenna is going to share some data that really lifts up that middle school self-esteem piece, but please help us share this information. That's why we're sharing it with you, because so many people, even those close to us, really don't know the important work we do for girls and women. So just wanted to say thanks again and share with others.
Hello again, everyone. I got so excited the last time I talked to you. I didn't even introduce myself. So my name is Brenna West. I'm the Chief Communications and Customer Experience Officer, which means that I get to oversee our marketing communications team, our customer service team, otherwise known as the help desk, and our virtual contact center team as well. So I wanted to start off with sharing just some pro tips about where you can find information about Girl Scouts. So first and foremost, hopefully everyone is on Rallyhood, using and loving Rallyhood. One thing about Rallyhood to just keep in mind is that if you have feedback for us or things that you think could be improved about Rallyhood, please reach out and let us know. We work very closely with our partners at Rallyhood to make sure that we're making improvements to better your experience. So please keep us posted if there are things that you're like, man, I wish we could do this on Rallyhood, or I wish Rallyhood did this. Let us know, because we have a monthly meeting where we are very transparent with them about what we would love to see on Rallyhood as well. Secondly, we send out a monthly newsletter at the first of the month to all of our members via email. So you should be receiving that. If you're not, please let us know so we can make sure you're opted in to receive our communications. Our quarterly trefoil times publication that Joanna talked about earlier, that comes out quarterly, and it is taking the place of the source. So we used to have our annual program publication called The Source, and now we have our trefoil times instead. Facebook and social media. We regularly share updates on Facebook and all of our social media platforms. So definitely connect with us there so you can stay in the loop about new exciting things going on. Our help desk team. Can I have a show of hands if the help desk has ever saved your life? Me too. The help desk team is incredible, and they're so knowledgeable about everything Girl Scouting. And so any question that you have, you can either call 1-800-497-2688 to talk to one of our lovely help desk staff members, or you can email helpdesk@gshom.org, and they will get back with you as soon as possible or connect you with the staff member with the information that you need. Our contact center, which we're going to hear about in just a minute, and then our website, gshom.org. Next slide, please. I'm going to invite Sarah Sheppers to the mic. She is our Director of Community Engagement and runs our contact center, and she's going to tell you a little bit about the team. Sarah?
All right. Oh, can I get a thumbs up to make sure you can hear me? Yeah.
Yes, you sound great.
Awesome. Woo woo. We're coming to you from Lansing today. I'm really excited to share with everyone about what the heck the contact center is. I first want to let you know that we are dedicated individuals that are supporting the idea of growing our organization and making sure that our volunteers and Girl Scout families are really well taken care of. Here's the deal. I want you to think for a second. Do you have like a really favorite pharmacy that you just love them when they reach out to you and let you know that your prescription looks like, you might need a refill, and they call you and they're like, hey, it looks like your prescription's about to run out. Thought maybe you'd like us to fill that for you. And you're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Please do so. So they do. And a few days later, you get a phone call from them again, and they say, hey, we've got your script ready. Do you want to come on over and pick that up? And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so busy. I don't know how I'll ever get there. And we would say to you, or the pharmacy might say to you, hey, did you happen to know that we also offer delivery service? Would you like us to offer that to you this time? And you're like, you saved me. Thank you so much. Okay, that makes my life a lot easier when my pharmacy does that for me. And so think of us like your pharmacy. We're going to reach out and help you to make life a little bit easier when it comes to Girl Scouts, at least. Can't help you with the pharmacy, but we're going to help you make things just a little bit easier. So right now our team is reaching out saying, hey, looks like your girl hasn't yet renewed for the new year. Can we take care of that for you while we're on the phone today? You're like, yes, thank you. I've been meaning to do that. I really appreciate it. And while we're on the phone with you, you might say, hey, I have some questions about something that happened at camp, or I have some questions about how to get a new uniform, and we're going to help you make that happen. So we're here. We're real live people. You can see them on the screen. That's me throwing hatchets. Awesome. Sarah rocks. And we have Ashley Matei and we have Melissa Moss. We are all Girl Scout Heart of Michigan employees that spend all day long making like 80 phone calls a day to make sure that our Girl Scout families are really well taken care of and feel supported. So we're trying to make sure that you have an awesome sense of community and that you just feel well cared for. So that's us, the contact center. When we're calling, we're real. We're sending those text messages like in real time. We're not setting them all out in some mass text. And we look forward to helping all of you make life just a little bit easier when it comes to Girl Scouts. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Sarah, and thank you, Contact Center, for all of your hard work. One of the last things I want to share with you is an opportunity that older Girl Scouts, cadet, senior, and ambassador Girl Scouts can participate in called the Media Girls. So if you haven't heard of it before, Media Girls work with our marketing and communications team. They learn all about marketing and communications, how to put together a message, how to promote that message, and then they get to work with us on things like content creation, photography, as you can see from this adorable photo on the screen, and everything that your marketing and communications team does. So included in your packet is a sheet about Media Girls with a link to our website where we have some additional information. We're getting together the group for this year, and then we'll probably start meeting in October sometime and give girls the opportunities to do things like help us on social media and things like that. And one really cool thing about Media Girls is that, you know, like Matt mentioned, those teen years are so turbulent for girls. And the data on the screen show that compared to non-Girl Scouts, Girl Scouts in those turbulent teen years have a stronger sense of self. They're more engaged in community problem solving, and they have said about themselves, I have a great future ahead of me. And we all know how difficult it can be to be a teenager, right? We all survived those years. And how encouraging that when a girl is part of Girl Scouts, she gets to do the things that she wants to do, like be on TikTok with the Media Girls, creating content, learning about really fun, cool things, and building in herself this strong sense of self that she needs to be the person that she wants to become. So thank you for all that you do to support girls and help them through those turbulent teen years, and make sure that they stay in Girl Scouts so they have Girl Scouts to propel them through those difficult years. And up next, we have Katrina Parker with the member advisory committee. So Katrina.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep, we can hear you.
Perfect. So hi, everybody. I'm Katrina Parker, representing the Member Advisory Committee today. First off, special thanks to Barb, who put together the little write-up that I'm going to be reading to you today. So thanks for everybody for being here today. Excuse me. As many of you will remember, the journey to where we are now began when we made the bold decision to merge 5 robust councils into one mega council. We knew from the start that this would present challenges, especially in maintaining strong connections between our grassroots members, volunteers, staff, and our board of trustees. You may recall that the legacy councils each held annual meetings during which important business was conducted, including the election of their board members and officers. Given the vast spread of our region, we recognized that continuing this tradition of representation and elections would be a challenge for our new gshom council. So we decided to approach governance in a new way, one that would ensure all voices were heard, We chose to create a board of trustees that included representatives from all of the legacy councils, which are now referred to as regions within our organization. This board elects its officers from among the current trustees, and when a trustee's term expires, they are replaced by another trustee elected by the current board. This decision was not made lightly. It was the result of thoughtful discussions and meetings held by each legacy council, where the merger was officially voted on and accepted. Understanding that this new structure needed to keep our members and volunteers engaged and informed, we created the Member Advisory Committee, or MAC, as it is affectionately known. The MAC, which is unique within GSUSA, provides a vital platform for our members and volunteers to give feedback, share ideas, and stay informed about council news and activities. We believed this connection was so critical that we included the Member Advisory Committee in our new bylaws. Today, the MAC remains active and engaged on your behalf. It meets 4 times a year to address current and potential issues facing our council, ensuring that your voices continue to shape the future of our organization. We encourage you to consider applying for a position on the MAC, which is open to girl members and adults. Thank you for your ongoing dedication and commitment to our mission. Together we are stronger, and together we will continue to support girls as they achieve their dreams and imagine tomorrow's possibilities. Thank you.
Well, hello, everyone. How's everyone? Is everyone hanging in okay? All right. Lansing's really excited. I hope all the other regions are too. So I wanted to talk a little bit about now what, right? What are we going to use? What are we going to do with this information we've learned about Girl Scouts tonight? We can all use this info we've used to recruit more girls, more volunteers, and more donors, and really spread the word about Girl Scouts. So we need your help shouting from the rooftops. Here's a few ideas. So everyone should have received a QR code today, and it's for it goes to the Girl Scout Impact Study. Everyone got that? You'll have a little half sheety with a QR code. If you don't, check with us when you leave today and we'll make sure. This is filled with great information about Girl Scouts. Our biggest issue is no one knows. So it's amazing, right? So who wouldn't want their girl to have a strong sense of self? There you go. Oh, we found it. We found the QR code, our friend over here in Lansing. Hopefully everyone else did. So who wouldn't want their girl to have a strong sense of self? Have positive values, take responsible risks, have healthy relationships, and identify and solve community problems. I know all people would jump up and down saying, yes, we want that for all girls. So I wanted to share a few quick tips for you guys. Thank you, friends, for changing the PowerPoint. If you come to the fund development team at their table, they're going to give you this little half sheet of paper. Oop, I got to show it here. This has quick facts about Girl Scouts. So when you're out and about, you could say to someone, oh, hey, I just learned something new. I want to tell you about it. So Girl Scouts are more likely than non-Girl Scouts to take an active role in decision-making, learn to work with a team, and participate in hands-on activities. 64% of girls who engage in active learning during Girl Scouts exhibit community problem skills, compared to 16% of non-Girl Scouts. That's huge. Next one is my favorite. 69% of girls who engage in activities or active learning during Girl Scouts experience healthy relationships, compared to 31% of non-Girl Scouts. These are strong data facts for us to share. We need to share them with everyone. Can you do the next slide? Thank you. One other thing, I want to say thank you. This is something, I'm a troop leader myself and a parent and work at Girl Scouts. But what shocks me is 69%, or I apologize, 74% of girls in Girl Scouts say, there's an adult in my life who helps me pursue my goals, compared to 67 non-Girl Scouts. So I want you all to give yourself a round of applause for making girls' lives amazing. We appreciate you. Thank you. So like I said, stop by Fund Development. We'll give you the little cheat sheet you can put in your back pocket or in your purse, because we need to tell everyone. So who's excited about sharing these facts? Who's going to share them with everyone you know? I encourage everyone to share 5 of these facts with 3 different people you know. All right. So I do have 2 amazing opportunities I wanted to share with everyone. And there's only 2 things. So first, don't change slides yet, is sister to sister. So who knows about the sister to sister fund? I hope everyone hand go up. All right. Okay, now we can do the next slide. Okay, so last year we awarded $250,000 to local Girl Scouts and Girl Scouts Heart of Michigan. Financial assistance, it includes membership registration, program registration, camp registration, uniform and uniform components. So financial assistance helps many of our girls in our communities. The fund development team partners with local concerned caring individuals, corporations, and foundations. And together we raised $150,000 last year for financial assistance. Our Girl Scout Heart of Michigan members, which is our troop leaders, our girls, our families, raised $5,000 of that $150,000 for financial assistance. This is why we need help. We need you to help close the gap. Next slide, please. So if you go to the fund development table, you will see a sister to sister flyer. At Lansing, Casey's over there doing cartwheels with a sister to sister flyer. You guys can donate directly to the sister to sister fund. We would love that. But what I really need help with is to tell the story to your families. Take the flyers to your troop meeting, explain to the families that we need help. We want to support all of our Girl Scout sisters. And you know, there's girls that couldn't be Girl Scouts without scholarship. So distribute the flyers to all your families and then explain. And right on the flyer, it explains, we gave $250,000 out. With the community, we raised $150,000, and we need to raise more for more girls. All right, number 2. I really wanted to share something fun, our Girl Scout properties, and how you can help. So as we heard from Joanna, there's some really fun new things going on, right? Girl Scouts Heart of Michigan has had a priority to save our camps. And we're lucky to have our Girl Scout camps, but we must make continuous improvements to our camps. And we must add enticements every year at every Girl Scout property that serves girls, right? Who gets excited about that? Everyone should be hooping and hollering, right? A few of those things we're looking to do to give more girls more confidence, control, responsible risk-taking, as we're looking at the tree climbing program. That's coming in the summer. We're looking at a high ropes course, and we're looking to expand the meadows and the horse program offering. Girls are going to have a blast while learning. This is just the beginning, though. Uh-oh. Did I lose everyone? Hello? Can you hear me, Brenna? I don't think
we can hear you.
Oh, okay. I will talk loud for Lansing. I don't know what happened to our microphone. Okay, who cares? Here we go, Lansing. I'm going to talk really loud, okay? All right. So let me see where I was. Okay, so Fund Development has been working really hard to raise funds for our operations, our programming, and our annual maintenance. But now we're going to add in capital campaigns, which will fund upgrades to our Girl Scout properties. Like we said, tree climbing, high ropes course, and expanding the meadows and horse offerings, those are examples of capital campaigns. So we're in the beginning processes to talk through, what do we need? What do girls want? But we're excited to improve these properties to ensure the girls are building courage, confidence, and character to make the world a better place. So who's excited? We all are. Perfect. So if you can go to the next slide. Here's what I need. This is what I need help with. Recap. I need you to share quick facts about Girl Scouts to everyone you know. Remember your little cheat sheet, your little square. I need you to share information and flyers to all families about the Sister to Sister Fund. And lastly, to help us get going with this capital campaign to improve exciting things for girls, I need everyone to partner with local staff members to look over a donor list and help identify who are we missing. Who is help identify local, concerned, caring individuals, corporations, and foundations who know girls are worth it. And we just haven't talked to them yet. Can we all make a commitment to do those 3 things? All right. Woo-hoo! All right. So the next slide is I get the exciting thing, I guess. So let me get my phone out. I am announcing who gets the parade banner at Girl Scouts Heart of Michigan per region. So let me get my text up here. My friend Rachel texted me. Are we ready? Do we need to do a drum roll? For sure, a drum roll. Okay. Up first, I'm pretending I'm talking in the microphone, but I'm not. Okay, in Saginaw, are we ready? Birch Run and Frankenmuth. Woohoo! Oops, sorry. Okay, in Ann Arbor, Dexter Service Unit. Woohoo! All right. In Kalamazoo, Portage Service Unit. In Lansing, Bath Service Unit. Woo, go Bath. In Jackson, Hillsdale Service Unit. It says playing music.
Does play music?
I don't know. It said that on the screen. It was playing music. I don't know. Can you all still hear me, Brenna?
Yes.
Oh, woo, okay. Thought I was gonna have to do all that excitement again. Okay. So our last thing is, does anyone have any questions? Who is excited? Awesome. Lansing's hooping and hollering. So who has any questions or thoughts or feelings or anything? You'll have to come to the screen. I don't know how I unpin me. Remove spotlight. Oh, there we go. Does anyone have any questions? Let's see in the chat. Brenna said she's going to send everything out via email. Oh, look it. Do I have a new microphone to sing on?
You do.
Oh boy, watch out, girl.
Hopefully it works.
It does. All right, well, if there are no questions, we thank you all for coming. Please stop by all the tables. And we really appreciate everyone, and everyone have a great afternoon. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone. Kalamazoo friends, make sure you get your photo taken in front of the photo booth. And everybody, make sure you take a yard sign with you when you leave.